You know, Durance, just because you follow the goddess of fire doesn't mean you need to literally consume everything you come across.
The fire is a favor I grant to those I meet. It makes them stronger, or it ends them mercifully if not.
The remaining unemptied beer steins of the Deerwood quake in fear.
As well they should, and welcome back to Character Select. Dave and Savin, back for more Pillars of Eternity. Did we finish the quest here?
We finished the side quest we were on. We still have to do the main thing, which is to investigate the ruins. We have not been there yet.
So before we do that, though, I think there's somewhere else we want to go, as pointed out in the comments.
Okay.
I think we want to go talk to a Mr. Raedric.
If you want to, sure.
Because that's an optional quest, right? We don't have to do it.
Correct.
But he's kind of a douchebag that's killing people because they're not telling him what he wants to hear.
Yes and no, but yeah, he is a douchebag, for sure. This is not where you will find Mr. Raedric.
No, I know. This is Cade Nua. I want to see what this place looks like. We've done some improvements since we were last here.
We have.
Do we have any other improvements that we've done? What are we working on right now? The curio shop. That's right.
That's a good opportunity to pick up your quest rewards and stuff.
Yeah. I'm also drinking a beer tonight for like the first time in probably like 6 months. Because you know what? Sometimes you just want a beer.
I was drinking a hard cider the last time we recorded Resident Evil. I'm sure it definitely did not show in my performance.
Wait, where do I go to get quest rewards? Is it in here?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay. We've got the Remembrance Ashes, which revive target. We can use them 7 times? Oh, crap.
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to put that on Ed. The Potion of Fleet
Ed the
Foot
Unkillable.
makes people move faster. We'll put that on Pallegina. Audra Eniac. Not currency in the traditional sense, Eniacs are awarded to Glenfathans for noteworthy deeds. Huh. But they're just worth money.
Good day, stranger.
Okay, you have a bunch of garbage. Good.
I'm gonna sell some garbage.
Look at all the garbage I have. We don't
There's
need
so much.
We don't need the fine stuff anymore, right? Because we're seeing exceptional.
Yeah.
Does exceptional look different? I don't think.
Yes, it will look slightly different.
Okay, good.
I believe that firearm is... Nope, that is just a blunderbuss, actually, not a pistol.
Fine saber, fine dagger, hatchet, turns staff, Masuk hunting bow, right. Give me your money, sir. Thank you.
Ka-ching.
Thank you. Would you also
all
like
this garbage can go.
1,000,000 suits of armor for another 6,000 copper? Thanks.
Ooh.
Why do I have so many Skane Initiates hoods? Did I really kill that
Did
many
you just kill
Skane
a billion Skanites? Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, they're worth 10 copper each, so I'd say it's a haul worth grabbing.
Yeah, I'll buy you, like, a potion.
Alright. Okay. And then we are going to rest, because I said so.
Hold on, before you rest, make sure your party is the way you want it. Have who you want.
Yeah, I think we do.
Okay.
I mean, the only person that we'd bring would be... Well, actually, maybe we should take out Haravius and bring Aloth.
Up to you.
That might be a good idea.
May Wal watch your step.
Maybe we should bring Grieving... Alright, and now we shall rest for dexterity. Yes.
That's a substantial amount of dex.
Wanted criminal by the name of Ninri the Deft Hand has arrived at the stronghold seeking aid in fleeing the Deerwood. What? Bad visitor. So if we go... What?
Hold over the scroll on her name.
Oh, request an audience. Gotcha. Well, before we grant an audience, how about we build something? Because God knows we have the fucking money for it.
See what provides a resolve bonus for
Constitution, athletics,
sleeping here.
Stealth, random plant, might, intellect,
Resolve is the chapel. You might want to build that.
Okay.
She should be in here. Just go in and out. Again, that'll refresh the thing.
Aloth wearing the duck helmet. I fucking forgot.
Outstanding.
Jesus.
My beautiful son.
Okay. Sure. Money
And
is...
now you can learn all of the spells.
Money is no fucking object. Eldritch Aim, sure. Wait, is that just a true strike?
Basically. Just gives you 15%
15
accuracy.
I just remember True Strike being, like, a hilariously not useful spell. Where it's like, your next attack will be rolled with plus 20.
Hey
Just
there.
the one attack? Yes.
And it only lasts for one turn, and it's an action to cast.
Yeah. Just the one attack?
So.
Yes. To be fair, it's a level 1 spell. But at the same time, it's not a very good spell. And it's a clearing spell, so you don't technically need to learn it. You just have it.
Yeah. The only time I've ever seen True Strike used effectively is by Kanathus in my current D&D game, where his sorcerer will quicken True Strike right before bonking someone with a gigantic hammer.
Hey, there you go. Oh, hello.
There she is.
Alright. We're gonna quick save. The fuck do you want? I think this is you, actually.
Okay. Name's Neri. Begging your pardon and all, milady, but I was hoping we could talk.
Very well, let's hear it. You call your allies together in motion. Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Time to sit on your throne and be cool.
Oh, it actually is a throne. I thought it was just a person. Alright.
So might be I got myself nicked here and there for a few unsavory deeds. My name's on posters all over Defiance Bay now. Makes it harder to walk about freely, if you get me. My thinking is it's time for me to seek out new horizons. Deadfire Archipelago seems nice. Then I'm out of everyone's hair, only I could use some help getting there. Not that I'm asking you to do this for free, mind. I picked up a couple things from a fellow I know. Not much good to me if I'm caught.
Okay. My problem with this right now is that I have future knowledge that Deadfire Archipelago is where the next game is set. Which makes me wonder, if I help her go there, will we meet her again? I don't... Obviously, she's asking me...
It is a good question.
Obviously, she's asking me for help, so I'm not just going to ask her to turn her in. If you dare show my face at my keep is kind of a dick move. I can help. I mean... Alright.
Knew you could, boss. I mean, milady, what's the plan?
Alright, 1000 CP.
Highly as tits. That's real generous of you. I'll get myself to the harbor right off. I won't forget this. I owe you one.
All but jogs out of the hall. I mean, it's not like anybody's gonna necessarily know that I did that. Cape of the Cheat. Grants escape. Escape is immune to engagement. Nice. 10% of incoming grazes converted to misses. Nice. And then Potion of Power is just... well, I mean... Potions last so little time in this game.
Yep, it is just for the encounter, at most. Usually just like 15 seconds. They're pretty underwhelming most of the time.
So Cape of the Cheat could be good.
Yeah, that's not great for Ed, all things considered at this point. He's not using a vampiric weapon anymore. Maybe throw that on Durance?
The St. Pelagia's Tears?
Yeah, because he's the healer, so...
Yeah, that's
the
true.
thing that boosts his healing.
And then who has the shittiest will saves? Or shittiest saves in general? Well, it's Aloth.
Excuse me, Dave. Your defenses are not saving charge in this game?
I hate you and hope you appreciate that. Oh,
I do, Buzz Buddy.
How much does that increase our max endurance? By 15 total? We'll do that. Why do you have a fine quarterstaff? Throw that in the stash. Fine wand stash.
Aloth doesn't even have fine shit, lol.
What? Fucking... God damn it, Aloth.
I wonder if you just sold a fine rod or something to that merchant in the other room.
Probably. Alright, moving on. Aloth is...
Right. I mean, you're not going to really need good equipment for this. I think you're dramatically overleveled for Raedric.
I just remember that the final battle against Raedric, you walk into his throne room and he's like, "The fuck are you doing here?" And you're like, "I'm here to kill you." And he's like, "Fine, me and my dozen guys are going to kick the shit out of you." And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Better indeed.
Well, that was level 4 Dave. Let's see how level 8 Dave does against him.
Right.
I think you might have an advantage this time.
I would hope so. Welcome to the curio shop.
Hail and well met.
Alright, you are selling...
Have I ever been in here?
Do you have the... Ooh. Take 2 of those.
Ooh. If you want to do any crafting, this would be a good time to check your stash.
Dank spores.
The dankest.
You know what? I have enough money, I'm just going to buy everything. This is all crafting stuff, right?
Yep. Doesn't even take up inventory room.
Like, if we buy everything here, let's see how much it's going to cost us. And yes, I am doing this as fast as I can, I promise. 4,700 copper. Done. That's like 12% of our total money. We have nothing else to spend.
Let's see if you can upgrade some shit.
All right.
So you are level 8
Better
now, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
I think you are.
Level 8 Cypher.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably kind of level to start the DLC if you wanted.
And we might get there. You cannot enchant hats. That's right.
Correct. Only armor and weapons.
So if we wanted to enchant...
No.
What?
Enchant the shotgun. Parry this, you fucking wizard.
I mean, are you saying it's a bad idea?
It's a funny idea. Not one I would pursue.
I want
but
my
a funny
shotgun
idea.
to spew fire, alright? No, it's fine. We can't enchant rings. Can we enchant armor?
Armor, weapons only. I don't think you can even enchant shields.
So it's already fine, which means that we can't upgrade it? Or we don't have enough
you don't have
materials?
enough materials.
Gotcha. Resolve, or perception. Perception might be nice.
Just do keep in mind, if you have other sources of an item-based attribute bonus, they do not stack.
Oh,
only take the
D&D
highest.
stupidity.
Well, no, it's not stupidity. It does really help the game actually keep some semblance of balance. Oh yeah,
Right.
Drake spell. That's a good weapon. I like that one.
So if we did damaging, it would be plus 15% damage. Accurate, it would be plus 4 accuracy.
But fine would be, well, both.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done. It is now a fine Drake spell. You've got Mosquito and Resolution. I think resolution is what we want you to have. Consistently.
In most situations, yes. Sabers are good.
So it's already got fine, so we can't upgrade the quality, but we could give it accurate 2 or damaging 2. Holy crap.
No, that would replace the quality.
Oh, never mind. Burning, corrode, freezing, shock, or slaying. Not that great. What about this?
Gina's breastplate.
It's already fine. Okay. Huh. Not much there. Oop. Since what?
Chanting your stiletto might be a good idea. See if you can get something that.
So it's draining and damaging. We could upgrade it to fine, which would add accuracy.
Yeah, it would not be a bad idea necessarily. Because with something like that, you're more worried about just landing hits so you can get your Cypher powers back up.
That's true. I want to see what I can do with this. Nothing now. God damn it. Although putting fine on it would reduce damage down to 15%, so that's not the best thing.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Burning wand.
I mean, I wish there was a way to just have it enchanted to do raw damage. That would be cool.
You mean like unresistible damage?
Yeah. Like, obviously it would be expensive, but instead of plus 25% burn damage, it's like plus 25% raw damage, you know? Requires level 5 or some bullshit. Your thing is going to be shocking. Cool.
Zippity zap.
Bippity bap. Blade Golem. So this is Breakout, Preservation. I don't know what Preservation does. And it doesn't say. Dexterity would increase her chances of hitting, right? That's what Dexterity does?
No, that's Perception. Dexterity is her avoidance.
Gotcha. Oof.
You're running somewhat low on crafting resources.
It happens. Gina's breastplate. What can I do with Durance's robe? I could make it a fine robe. No.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, all things considered. Durance is a fixture of the party.
It's true. Craven Wing is coordinating and damaging 3. So let's make it legendary. Alright, that's good enough for now. Unless...
Oh, it already has all the things.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could put exceptional on it, but I can't. Also, I want to see... Look at those towers! Look how pretty they are! That's awesome.
This is coming back together pretty nicely.
Look at this awful, awful hedge maze. You know what's in there, Savin?
A Minotaur?
Spiders.
Ugh.
That's the herb garden. Alright. Wait, would the bounty hunter guy have more bounties?
Probably. You also need to actually turn the bounties you had in.
No, I did.
Okay.
I turned in 3 of them, yeah. We're still looking for the 4th guy because we don't know where the hell he is. Well, you do. I don't. We have a bounty
I
here
definitely
for...
remember what bounty you have left outstanding, for sure.
Durden's Battery? Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, you might as well actually speak to the steward while you're here. Well, never mind. You can come back later. Or just make the exit.
It is... Naurin the Wise. We're looking for Elmshore.
How do you do?
Nope. No more recent bounties. So we haven't found Elmshore, so we can't do that yet.
Correct.
Boop, 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 boop,
Chanters can do more than just chant. Yeah, not on normal difficulty.
Chanters can do more than just chant.
Actually, you're healthier than
They can't even
before.
do that on normal difficulty.
Tasha! Hello!
Cancel. Hi, Tasha. Everybody say hello to Tasha by saying hello, Tasha, in the chat, please. By chat, I mean comments? God, I'm getting confused between streaming and recording.
It's all the same. One's just slightly more delayed than the other.
It's not, though. It really isn't. I'm not sure how else to explain that, but... recording is definitely a very different thing, because you know you're doing episodic, and you're looking for good breakpoints. It's not as straightforward.
My lady, you've received a letter. Delivered with some urgency, as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear.
Okay.
It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Cadnua, and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
It's a long way for a letter.
People like you come few and far between. And in this case, I believe Renengild is correct in suggesting that your experiences here may give you an edge. It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery. And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
Durgan's battery, as in the source of Durgan's steel?
Ah, the very same. All manner of people have been trying to infiltrate the keep for years. Our own Earl was much taken with the story of the battery's fall. There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions.
Okay.
Greed and cruelty brought
Is
down
this
the
White March
battery,
stuff?
and now the
Yes.
spirits of
Okay.
those same dwarves roam the halls. Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
Cha-ching! Perhaps I'll pay Stalwart a visit.
I'm sure the wonders of the battery are a marvel to behold, but if the passes through the White March were to open again, it would be boon to the merchants of the Republics, and the Deerwood, of course.
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Renengild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in.
No.
Followers of Woodica, intent on reaching
God damn
Stalwart
it.
and the battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay. Now that I've delivered Renengild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lady.
Are people overpaying their taxes? Because that shit don't get refunds.
A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast. I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly.
Consul Hot's one of the greatest wizards of our generation.
He appears to be at a loss for words.
The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White March. It's not that I doubt your courage, my lady, but Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps you will match him. If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Cadnua. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lady.
Alright, see ya.
Safe travels, my lady.
So,
So yeah, you may recognize the name Consul Hot from a bunch of spells, some of which I believe Aloth has.
yes. That's probably why he was like, oh my god! So, there's mercenaries to the northeast preparing to attack
Better indeed.
a powerful mage that don't brook no fucking attacking. And they think they can win?
Hey there.
Yep.
like, okay, that's one thing that I've never really understood about, like, the D&D world and fantasy in general. Especially fantasy with high magic. Where it's like, hey, you've got a lot of power concentrated in the form of a single person. And your solution to him abusing that power is to declare war and then go punch him in the face? Because I gotta tell you, you're not even gonna get finished declaring war before suddenly things explode. And it's gonna be you.
Yeah. I'm sure if DCL was here, he would either scream in frustration or argue the point. But no, it's true. Fighting a wizard is a bad time.
Did you ever read any of the Dresden Files books?
Only the first, 3?
Okay.
I really liked them, but I have not gotten far in the series, because I don't read.
At one point, he meets a mercenary dude, and the mercenary dude is giving him lip, so he's like, you realize I'm a fucking wizard, right? If you keep giving me lip, I can do all sorts of bad shit to you. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I've got contingency plans for you. And at this point, they're kind of sort of friends, so they start joking about it, and he's like, yeah, how would you do it, huh?
Where is...
Oh, hello. Oh.
We know there's more grain in there. Okay. Well,
sorry.
We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. Muffled shout emerges from inside the mill. The first of you jokers comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Swain, or I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbull, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning.
All right. The reason that we came back to Gilded Vale is because you don't want to just go up and kill the Lord all on its own. There's a quest for it, and never do for free what you can be paid for. But yeah, in the Dresden Files, he's talking. He's like, "Yeah, how would you? You know that if you kill a wizard, then his death curse is going to be on you, right? Which is basically the last spell of a wizard. They know they're dying. They use all of their life force and all of their available power to cast a death curse on the person. And that curse can be anything from you'll never sleep again to you're going to die horribly within 7 days, or, whatever the wizard can think of. And the other guy's like, I'm not worried about your death curse. I'll just shoot you from, 1,000 yards out with a sniper rifle. Bullet will be through you before you actually hear it. It's like, that's how you fucking do it.
Ancient problems require modern solutions. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life.
Hold on. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Miller hesitates, then lowers the club. Wait, I know you. You just came into town, right? Don't tell me Swinner's already got his claws into you. Gods, that's all I need.
I thought you could use some help. Those people sounded pretty angry.
Really? Highly as tits, I could use a friendly face.
Is that a common thing for people to say? Just, God, that goddess's boobs.
I mean, in Deadfire, you will get to see the boobs, and they are quite splendid.
Oh, okay. That clears it up. Continue.
I take it you heard some part of what was asking for? Grain, as if I've got it all tucked away somewhere. Sweeney's been egging that lot on for days now. They've been keeping clear so far, but if things keep on like they are, I don't know how much longer we've got before things get messy. Please, if you're not here on his behalf, maybe you could talk to Sweener. He won't listen to me anymore. Just explain we're all getting smaller rations now. We're all making sacrifices.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll all have to make some sacrifices. I feel like he just said that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Folk around town say you're the sensible sort. Even Sweener can appreciate that. If you convince him, I'll be in your debt for it.
So, wait, is there a blight or something going on? I should
Good day,
ask.
stranger.
Hold on.
I mean, they did kill all of the farmhands, basically.
Oh. Alright.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
day,
guess there's a
stranger.
blight.
Wait, what?
Welcome.
Maybe you...
One of the dialogue options, if you want to scroll up a little bit. A little bit further. One little bit further.
I
There
can't
you
play
go. I
top
can't
prices.
pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Yeah.
Gotcha. No more questions.
Gods keep you.
Yeah. Blighted wheat. That's actually a serious concern with some crops, you know.
Yeah.
Because they've been extensively exposed to, or expanded to, like, one strain, or one genetic strain, because it's the hardiest. But it's like, if something happens to that genetic strain, we're not screwed, but we are in trouble. That's what happened with bananas.
Yep.
Ooh.
That thing we don't have anymore.
Well, not those ones anymore. Bananas today apparently are a pale imitation of what bananas used to be. Alright, where's Swainer?
He's in the inn.
Oh.
Back to the Black Hound. It still tickles me someone's finally making Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, there's an attack happening on your keep.
Auto-resolve.
Nice.
Oh, darn, I have to pay 200 copper. Let me break out ye old money bags. Like, at this point, thank God we're not playing with AD&D encumbrance rules, is all I'll say.
Yeah, the weight of your money bags would substantially weigh you down.
Ooh. Ah. Free stuff. Hey, Swainer. How's it going?
Of course he's a dwarf.
Hello.
Had to go bully an elf. Well, talk of the town you are, and you deign to come our way. What are you here for, foreigner? A toast? Some applause? Careful. Looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. Smells like it, too.
Saw you outside of the mill. What was that about?
Swainer angles a searching look your way. That business, let's just say that if you mean to help out around this place, maybe you ought to consider the common kith sometimes. Humble's thinking he's king of the town on account of he's got the mill to his name. Thinks it's fair him giving us barely anything for the wheat we bring him, then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. There's farmers going hungry while that bastard gets rich off their crops. Maybe he's the one you ought to be asking questions to, stranger. We're tired of him playing lord.
Okay. Trumbull says you've been threatening his family.
Oh, I bet he has. All nobility, that Trumbull. 2 big, strong kids, pure soul in all of Gilded Vale. Coward sending out messengers to handle his business. Well, you can go tell him. We haven't had a solid meal in days on account of him, and we can't afford a good drink on account of him, but we won't be bullied by some foreigner on account of him.
What if I buy you all
Dirty
around?
foreigners.
Will you talk to me then?
Swainer considers it briefly and looks to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and might be I'll feel up to trading words.
I've got this beer that I found in that pot.
Welcome.
I brought
drinks. So you have. By the flame, I never thought I'd be happy. So happy for a mug of the Black Hound shite beer. Gods, that's good. Alright then, you've got my attention. What is it you've got to say that's worth a round of drinks?
Maybe you could tell me more about what's going on.
It's like I said, the miller's in charge of the grain prices. He says they're fair, but I know for a fact that folks like Alfred pay half of what I do. And maybe we've been a bit rough with them. But what are we supposed to do? We can't keep paying, we're going to starve, and do you think Trumbull's going to be sorry about it when we do?
See, the reason that I'm not going for the diplomatic solution is because this sounds like I'm accidentally gearing him up to be a lynch mob. And I kind of want to avoid that. Maybe I could go talk to Trumbull for you.
You think you'll get through to him, and we haven't. The man's thick as a peat bog. I hear he's got his soul red, found his kin used to grow sonry trees for their Adeiran lords, up until they figured out their side was losing. He explains why his knees still ache to bend to whatever lord or lady crosses the road. He'll be holed up in that mill for days, the coward. But here, if you want to give it a shot, then good luck. We'll owe you one if you manage it.
It does sound like it's kind of weird that we're getting 2 stories as well. Because Trumbull is saying, they're selling me blighted wheat and I can't pay them for it. And they're saying he's raising the prices for what we actually need to buy for grain. So it doesn't seem all that straightforward. Unless I'm overthinking it because this is a freaking introductory town quest. I don't know. What the...
Oh, you found something.
Oh. Grab it?
And what do we have here?
A potion of Spirit
Ooh.
Shield, Bloodstone, and 12 coppers. God, remember in Baldur's Gate when we just, like, ended up having so much money that there was nothing we could buy?
Yeah?
Yep.
I feel like that's where I am, kind of. Except
Oh
that
no,
if
you
yeah,
just
no.
go to any store and you can find a magic item that will cost all of your money.
Yeah.
I think there's one here in this town, in fact.
Huh.
You're back. Have you had any luck with Sweener?
I spoke with Sweener.
And what did he say?
He says you're treating the farmers unfairly, raising prices and giving them rotten grain.
Of course he does. He's been saying nothing else for days now. The man's delusional. If he wants grain, he'll have to pay for it.
What's going on here anyway?
Where to begin? Sweener's whipped them up into a froth going on about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale, and Sweener and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way out of town, the crop's blighted, and most of what I'm getting from the farmers, it's gone off, rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Sweener's howling after things he has no right to.
Maybe I ought to go have a talk with Sweener then.
The miller all but
Yeah.
sags with relief.
Yep, blah, blah, blah. Stuff that we've already seen. So, he's charging more because it's worth... Well, he's following the laws
Supply
of
and demand,
yeah.
if it's a thing.
The supply curve has gone down, so the demand curve has gone up. Therefore, prices need to raise. Economics 102, baby. Actually, I suppose it's technically Economics 201.
I think that's just Economics 101.
No. Supply and demand curve? Okay, the basic supply and demand curve, yes. If you have enough supply to meet demand, that's where you set your prices. Changes to the supply and demand curve are 201, I believe.
If you say so.
Also, I think that's more...
anybody who hears the 101 version can figure out how the 201 version works, though.
But not mathematically.
Oh god, don't bring math into it, please.
Alright.
That's you again. What is it?
Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help.
You're right. Things go on like they are, we'll just end up... Wow, brutal. We're just gonna end up hanging from that tree out there. Tell Trumbull we'll leave him be. Don't know what we'll do now, with the crops failing. I've got another trade to speak of. Think Pasha needs another hand around the inn?
Alright, thank God.
Poor guys.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks having to rely on the charity of others. But if you do...
Don't be an asshole about it.
I mean, I say this from experience, it's really, really hard to swallow your pride. And ask for help. So, who do I talk to get the quest to kill Lord Bradrick?
It's a random encounter.
It is? What?
Yeah.
Fucking
You'll
what?
need to go bunk around in the forest
God.
if he
damn.
hasn't approached you already.
Hail and well night.
I spoke to Swainer. I've convinced him to leave your family in peace.
Why, that's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds with drink half the time.
It's amazing they can afford it.
I owe you a great debt. Here. He pulls a coin first from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earnings to show my appreciation, and you can sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me.
Keep it. You're having a hard
Yay.
enough time. I don't need money.
You're a generous soul, friend, and we'll have you to thank for making it through the coming year. Safe travels, and may you find favor with the gods.
How about that?
This is where in a D&D session, one of the players would just spurg out and ask this guy like 500 questions now for no reason.
Thanks. Can
I've given you my farewell address. Goodbye, adventurers. Excuse me, no, we're not done here for the next 20 minutes.
tell me about the local lord. Why do you hate him? Why do you like him? Have you...
Hey, speaking of whom...
Really? I thought you said I had to go poke around in the forest.
Well, if he doesn't approach you in town, then he will in the forest.
Oh.
Hold, madam, but a moment. A hooded man waits upon the road, clad in green cloak. He strides forward to meet you as soon as you approach, and at a closer distance his features are revealed for those of a younger man, though lined with weariness. He appears to be favoring his left leg as he walks, and there is a dark stain upon the fabric of his trousers under the knee. Even so, he greets you with a polite bow.
Thank God they pointed out where that dark stain was, because otherwise, whew.
Yeah, his brown pants.
That's what you're outdoors, buddy. The world's your bathroom.
Nature. Gotta be on it. I take it we'll be spared the sight of pitchforks and torches outside of our mill. Good work settling that feud. No doubt Trumbull will sleep more easily. Gilded Vale has seen too much conflict these days. The loss of far too many lives at the behest of fear and starvation. The village will not survive unless we come together to save it. I would seek your help, stranger, in this task.
What is it you want me to do?
The man nods, standing up a little straighter. It is a grim task that I ask of you, but I assure you there is no other option. Lord Raedric must be stopped. Too long has Gilded Vale suffered under Raedric's madness. He would cure Widewind's legacy by ensuring there are none alive in the village to be afflicted. I fear his own wife, Ygritte, may be at risk. The man has no mercy in him. And if you remember at the start of the game, when you first came here, you heard the bells chiming for the loss of a Raedric when Raedric's child was supposed to be born.
3 bells. I do remember that.
We have not stood idle. My people and I breached the defenses, intent on ending Raedric's rule ourselves. We entered through the sewers under cover of night, but we were routed. There are dark creatures down in there in the dungeons, the work of Raedric's Animancer. It falls to you. Lord Raedric has called for further reinforcements, and soon there will be no stopping him. Our time grows short, and in this hour I must beg assistance where I can. Lord Raedric is clearly mad, but I don't think the dukes would appreciate me being involved in a dear wooden coup. Fling him from the ramparts, or else cut his head from his shoulders. I care not. Once his throne lies empty, Gilded Vale will have the stewardship that it deserves.
Who are you?
Yeah, but whose? Only a man determined to see Gilded Vale restored to its former glory. There was a time, stranger, when Gilded Vale was worthy of its name. The crops gleamed like gold, and the village's people lived well. I don't know about the golden crops, but there were less flies anyway. And what has become of it now? Whatever has caused the blight upon our lands, it is not the fault of its people. Raedric looks to punish us for crimes we have not committed, and in turn he is blind to his own. I am not, and he will pay for what he has done. I swear it by the flame.
So, I'll explain my reasons for wanting to do this in a bit, but I will find Raedric and deal with him.
And I commend you on your courage, and thank you for your assistance. But I would not send you onward without due warning. Raedric's hold is crawling with soldiers and sellswords, all loyal to Raedric. They will not take kindly to intruders. In truth, they will be all the more alert for our failed efforts. A frontal assault would be unwise. If you would brave it, you could follow in our steps and seek out the entrance to the sewers at the eastern edge of the moat. But several of my men were captured. It may be the entrance has been found and sealed anew. Those men were under my command. I would be in your debt if you found some means of helping them. Once you make it inside, seek out my old friend Nedmar. He is the high priest, Baratheon, now that the shining god is fallen. A good man in difficult circumstances. He will listen to reason. Durance chortles, nearly choking on his own disdain. Shining god. He never shone so brightly as when the bomb took him. The moniker is obsolete now. Ash does not shine. It's like if someone were to call you the attractive priest, Durance. Brutal. Hello, Tasha. Nedmark can help you reach Raedric, but he resides in the upper level of Raedric's hold, protected by guards and mercenaries. You'll have to keep to the shadows if you mean to reach him without alarming the entire castle.
Thank you for the advice. I'll make use of it.
I consider it a blessing from the gods that I have found someone that understands honor and duty. Raedric's hold lies past the eastern wood, not far to the east. May Magrin bring you victory, friend. I wish you luck.
So here's the thing. In order to trigger that conversation, you have to have positive level 2, or whatever we are now. Hold on. You have to have Gilded Veil Hero, moderately good. You can absolutely get Hero at level 2 before you ever leave this entire area. And you get that quest. And if you try to do this quest at level 2, you will get your ass handed to you so bad, they'll be telling legends about it in 100 years.
Yep. This game doesn't really do the whole level scaling thing.
But next time on Character Select, we will go and depose a duke. Violently, maybe. Probably. Maybe we can make him see reason, but if we can't, then sword meet justice. Justice meets sword. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and Savin.
Say goodbye, Tasha.
Bye, Tasha.